Alright, we're back. So here's where we're at on this thing. What I want to do is separate this whole piece. We'll cut her here, and we'll cut that there. We'll have to take all that stuff off. This will unbolt. I guess I could unbolt it and unbolt everything else because I don't have any sawzall or nothing yet. So if we unbolt all this and then we get it off the trailer, I want to use probably this section here and this section. I only need to replace one disc. This one's a little beat up, but I ain't too worried about it. So we'll probably use them two. Use this side because this one's got a bend in it, and I don't want to try running anything straight off of that side. So with these are cocked like that, so we'll cut this off. We'll have to get that off. I'm not even sure how that's going to come off there yet, but we'll get that off there. Use this side, and then we'll measure like our distance between the two discs, and we'll get them, a foot apart. So whatever that distance is, minus a foot, that's what we're going to cut out here and over here, and then we'll slide it together. And we'll have to cut that much out of that too, and then we'll just slide them together. We'll get rid of the wheels. We'll have to cut this piece too, cut some out of that, and we'll see how much room we got between this one here, this disc, and then that disc down there. So over here, there we go. So we'll get that measurement, get it close, and then we'll slide the whole thing together closer. We may turn these a little bit, but I ain't real sure if I can because of the way this is welded. We might have to cut that up there. I think we may take a little less aggressive cut. They're cocked like that, so it cuts in the dirt better. Well, if I uncock it a little bit, but then again, they've already invented the wheel here. I ain't trying to uninvent it. I just need to make sure where this thing's gonna work right. With my little tractor, if this thing ain't so aggressive, it will actually be able to pull it. So, because they do make them adjustable for like ATVs and stuff, so that's what we're gonna do. I just gotta figure out how to get some of this stuff off of here. Like I gotta get this piece out of here, and then the tongue up here I cut off. I gotta get it off here too. So where to start? See, I had to cut that piece there, so that's gonna make all that obsolete. We'll have to figure out how to brace it more up there. I ain't too worried about it because this ain't like, I don't have a big, huge, powerful tractor. So I did take another cut out of here after I had to put the wheel on. She did pretty good. She went a little deeper. It actually pulled it a little better. So I put her in two-wheel drive, or second gear, and shot her. So gave her heck, and she went. So let me get to tearing some of this stuff off here, like get that tongue out of there somehow. There's a scrapper. I could probably have him come over and cut a bunch of this stuff off, and give him a bunch of this crap off of here. I may message him and see what's up. Alright, we got quite a bit done. I'm out of breath, so I'll be breathing a little heavy. There's a bunch of this stuff off of it. What I've really got left to do is cut this frame apart. Got to cut here, cut this part in half. Then I got this thing through here, and I believe it's welded, so I'm gonna have to cut it, and then I'll shorten it coming this way. So we're getting closer. My golly, we're getting closer. So just a little quick update on where we're at. More and more I look at these. This one I was wanting to use, but I forgot. The guy said it was froze up. That's why he took it off. See that it don't spin. That's a bearing at the end of these red arms. So we won't be using this one, but this one's not froze, so I could probably use these discs right here to repair whatever disc I want to use. I guess I'm going to use this one. And I see, the thing is see how you take the nut off here and everything slides up off of there, and then change that one and that one and that one, and probably that one. Every one of these really need changed, so I have to slide everything off there. Or I could just use this one with the broken thing. That would mean I have to take it off, move it up there to the front, and I got to replace this one that's bent. What do? God, it's a lot of work. But probably gonna take this one and move it up there. So, and this one's broke, so I may just, or well, it's bent. I may just straighten that one up a little bit, leave that one that's broke, and they'll both be on the same side, so I don't have to really worry so much about. No, let's see, I'm not sure. Yeah, so all I have to do is take this dish and dish off, then 4 bolts off, and then, or 6 bolts, excuse me. And I got them arms to take off right there, big long arm, and move it over to here and take them 6 off, kind of like that one is. So that's probably what I'm gonna do, because these blades are so much better. Well, this is so much better shape than them. These are in good shape except for this bent one, and that one there's chewed up. I'll probably take a couple blades off of here, disc off, let me rephrase that, a couple of these disc off, and we'll save a couple of them. This means I can get off with these bearings being seized. I don't think we're going to get them off there, so it'll be them 3. And if I ever get a wild hair up my keister, we might do it there. Might even turn one of them into a frying pan, who knows. But for now, it's another quick update, and we're going to, I gotta find a sawzall. I threw mine away. It was real hard to squeeze the trigger anymore, so I'm gonna probably stop the video for now, go and wash my hands, find me something to eat real quick, and once I chop this off, then I'll take this thing off, this thing here off, because I want it to be able to hold this thing up a little bit. I'll have to put a jack up to help hold that side up a little bit too. But alrighty, y'all, I'll catch you in a few. Well, 'tis the next 4 or 5 days later. Got all that stuff off there. Finally got a sawzall. Got the grinder out. Broke the grinding disc already too. Didn't barely even used it. But she's cut in half. She's cut down how I want her. I cut out 27, something like that, 28 down there. And then I cut 29 or so I can, this side will be pinched together a little more. Yeah, the welds will be at a little bit of an angle, or not the welds, but the butt joints. And I just cut the centers, and then the middle bars down there, I'll just bend them up and then just weld them together. Just, I ain't gonna cut them. Hopefully I don't have to cut them again. I got, I think 1, maybe 2 sawzall blades left, but I'm gonna get this all put together, get some clamps, clamp it together, and attempt to weld it all back together. we'll see how it goes. All right, I kind of got her pinched together there, and I got this one lined up really good. The other one down there is not that great yet, but I want to do some tack welds over here, and tack it here. That's our tack inside there, and I'll pull that off and then get some good welds on it, and then take the stuff off and move it down there so I can try to clamp her up a little bit better. Sucks the only clamp I got, so let me go ahead and tack all this stuff in. I believe I got her tacked in pretty good. We'll go ahead and take this off there and see what happens. I'll probably just go ahead and fully weld it now, and I'll probably weld some of the back first, and then come up here and then remove that. I've got a pretty good bevel in the back. Well, I shouldn't say bevel, I should say gap. But we'll weld them up, and then we'll move over to the other side. Well, there's the welds. I ain't getting no closer than that though, because boy, I should be ashamed to say I went to school for welding and still weld like that. But it is what it is. So there's our little thing right there. We gotta get that lined up. Let me grab this clamp and this piece of metal. Yeah, I don't know about that. Let's see if I can. Get my butt up here. There we go. Whew. Yeah, sucks. See what we can do. Hopefully she'll slide together. Yeah, of course. I don't really know what to do here. Let's go ahead and let her be like that or what. Huh. I ain't got more than one clamp. That's all I got, just this one. Come on. Yeah, this one here, this set of gangs is seized up, so we're gonna have to change, put them other ones on here. Sucks, but that's all I can do. I thought these were unfroze too, but I guess not. Need to try to figure out what to do here. How to get this to lift up for us. I don't know. Well, let me see if I can't find something else. As if you can't tell, that was it's not even touching the vise. So if I get in there with the screwdriver, I can lift it up. Now I'm going to tack it right where it's at. Call it good. Got all this stuff in the way out here. Walk around in circles. Ah, you freaking heck. All right, well, I'm struggling, so we'll let you guys not watch me. All right, figure out how to update you guys. I'm trying to get this done, but get it all welded together. Welded this disc right here back together. Just welded her on there. Hopefully she stays. I got that one pulled off that frame, and then I got to pull this one off this frame, get that one on here. So it's a workout, man. I'm sweating. I need to go in and get something to drink, eat. Exercise them both. Look how rusty them things were. Here you go. That one's a little better. But you can see where the me taking the nut off, cleaning the threads up. So I think what I want to do is just go ahead. I tried to put grease in here. Got a grease cert. It's just this one that's froze up. I'm wondering, maybe I ought to just cut that one, cut it off, see if I can cut it off. But the only thing is I can't get these apart. I tried. And if I can get that one apart and get that bearing off there, cut that one off, I could probably slide that bearing on there, but I'm already almost done. So I think that's what we're going to do. This side here is going to have a big cut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I wish I could get one more blade on that one down there. But yeah, she's going to be a little weird looking, but as long as it does the job, that's all I care about. I took a little bit of the angle out of them so they wouldn't be so cocked, but this rear one looks really cocked, but I don't know. Oh well. I'm gonna get pulled this one off here, and then I'm probably gonna get something to eat, something to drink, and then I'll probably put that one on there, flip this over, and start the 3-point on it. Well, we're back, and through all my poor life decisions I make, I decided to cut it apart again. I don't think it's going to be enough tractor for it, so we're doing it this way. We'll have our cock in it, or angle. Let me rephrase that for some of you perverts. I bent that. I'll put a picture in just before this. There'll be a picture of the carnage. I was trying to pull a clothesline up out of the ground with it, and it bent it. So if it did that, I was scared it was going to probably really mess it up. I had to straighten it all up. It actually broke my little thing here, my little dial, and it don't turn. Oh, there she goes. Okay, she's turning now. So yeah, I need to get this off the rest of the way. I cut brackets. There's one of them, and I cut a longer one, so the longer one will go on this side, and I'm gonna have it angled going this way. So that one's a short piece, that's a long piece. I got to drill me a 1/2 inch hole in that to fit the pins that will go in the arms, and then I'll have to build something for the top link to hook to. I have these plates right here, which will probably end up being for it. But everything else, I'm gonna have the scrappers. Whatever scrappers make it here first, we'll get all of that, and they gotta load it. I ain't touching it. That's normally what I do anyways. Like you see, I got a black X on there. There's a black X out there on that. There's black X on that. There's black X on that one. And then there's black X on that. So as long as there's a black X on it, that's what they can take. No black X on that. So I got to get this done today, and I got to get my Suburban in here. I posted a short about it rattling. Well, there's a vibration that kind of started the last couple days too. So I thought the noise was part of the vibration. Well, obviously it's not. According to my short, my center cap's loose in my wheel. So I got to figure that out today too. We'll get this a little this way a little bit, so it's more even with the wheels and everything. So that's what I'm doing. When we get it done, because I want to try to rush through this real quick and get it done. Spent way too much time on this thing. I paid basically $75 for that, which a gang ain't. That's about right. And then, you know, I could have used all this other stuff, but that's what I get. You know, I overthink stuff. I try to build something a little bigger than what, you know, I try to build something a little bigger than what this tractor can handle. I'm not able to. I went and looked at a tractor yesterday, a little Ford 9N or 8N, and the guy wants $900 for it, which ain't a bad price. It's just I don't have the $900 to go out and spend on it. It don't run either, so I went and looked. The tractor's in really, really nice shape. I just have to, you know, I just need to. So she's gonna sit just about like that. So, but yeah, I can't afford to spend the $900 right now on another tractor. It's just not feasible. I mean, I could run out and do it, but I got bills to pay. So let me rush through this. I've got to drill the hole through here. I'll drill it right about there. Oh wait, no, I've already hit it with a center punch right there. So we'll see you guys in a little bit when I get a little progress done. I need to take that arm off that thing there too. Take a look at that thing. That's ugly, huh? Oh, ugly thing. All right. Well, got her hooked up, got it all done, but needs to be at a better angle. Needs more angle. It's doing okay, but when I turn with it on there, it actually like really cuts like it's supposed to. So that tells me I need more of an angle. So right now, I've got to start working on digging this tree out, getting it out of the way, and getting that pole out the way. And I got to get all this stuff out of the way. But I think I'm gonna go this way with my garden right here. Well, so I pull in here, so I may just run my garden right straight down here and right along over there. Just have a small one. I'd probably be able to leave that pole there, and we'll be able to get that out of there and all that good stuff. That kid over there's watching his dog poop.